Hello students, this is continuation of chapter 6, study of continents, North America. So in this video I am going to start from drainage. A number of rivers and lakes are found in North America and these bear an economic importance to the development of the country. So the first river that we are going to learn today is Mississippi River. In page 108, here you can see this is Mississippi River. So Mississippi River flows southward, down direction is the south direction. So Mississippi River flows south direction in the Gulf of Mexico, and River Missouri and River Ohio, these two rivers are the tributaries of River Mississippi. Now what is tributaries? Tributaries means a river flowing into larger river or lake. Next river is River Colorado. So River Colorado, it is here. River Colorado, it flows into the Gulf of California. Gulf of California, you can see it's here. This is Gulf of California, and then into the Pacific Ocean. Okay, and then into the Pacific Ocean. Next river is St. Lawrence River. St. Lawrence River is here. This is St. Lawrence River. So St. Lawrence River flows eastward. This is the east direction. So St. Lawrence River flows eastward and it drains into the Gulf of St. Lawrence. And these rivers, the rivers that are present here, these rivers connect the Great Lakes with the Atlantic Ocean. Next river is Mackenzie River. In the north, this is the north direction. So in the north is Mackenzie River. Mackenzie River flows into the Arctic Ocean. Mackenzie River, it flows into the Arctic Ocean. Then many other rivers are there, like River Yukon, Rio Grande, and River Missouri, Ohio. Next is the major physical features. North America, it covers a vast area, and North America can be divided into 4 relief regions. The first one is the Canadian Shield. So Canadian Shield, you can see it's here. This region around the Hudson Bay, it is Hudson Bay. So this region around the Hudson Bay and the region that is occupied by the Hudson Bay is called your Canadian Shield or Laurentian Shield. And this region is made up of old hard rocks, and during the last ice age the shield area was entirely covered by glaciers. A number of short rivers originate here and flow into the Hudson Bay. The Canadian Shield has rich deposit of nickel, gold, silver, and copper. It has number of lakes, like Lake Superior. Okay. In page 110, you can see the lakes very clearly. For example, Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, then Lake Huron, Lake Erie, and Lake Ontario. Now again you turn to page 108. Here you can see between Lake Ontario and Lake Erie, Niagara Falls is situated. Okay, so this is all about your Canadian Shield. Then next comes the Eastern Highlands or Appalachian Highlands. The other name of the Appalachian Mountains is Eastern Highlands. They run parallel to the east. This is your east direction. So they run parallel to the eastern coast and are old fold mountains. The average height of the Appalachian Mountain is about 1500 meter, and to the east of the Appalachian Mountain lies your Piedmont Plateau. In page 110 you see here it's given the Piedmont Plateau, and it is a low plateau region with steep sides towards the Atlantic Ocean. This is the Atlantic Ocean, so the steep side is towards the Atlantic Ocean. Now many short rivers originate from the Appalachian Mountain and they flow into the Atlantic Ocean. Some of them flow swiftly and hence they provide suitable sites for the hydroelectric power. Then next is the Central Lowlands. The Central Lowlands are found between the Western Cordilleras. In page 110 you see the Central Lowlands. So the Central Lowlands are found between the Western Cordilleras. This is your west direction. So it is found between Western Cordilleras and the Eastern Highlands. The other name of Appalachian Mountains is your Eastern Highlands. It is a very fertile land, this portion. It is a very fertile land and is called prairies. Prairies, I have marked it over here. This region is called prairies, and the plain rises to a height of about 500 meter to the west. Means from the west the height is 500 meter, and the plain extend between the delta of the ridge Mackenzie near the Arctic Ocean. Here Arctic Ocean is there. So near Mackenzie, it rises in the north. In the north side you can see, and the coast of Gulf of Mexico in the south. Gulf of Mexico is there in the south. They have been formed, means the Central Lowlands are formed by erosion of land by glaciers and rivers, and the north-south extent. This is the north side and downward it's south. So from here till here the north-south extent is about 6,000 kilometer, whereas the east-west extent, east and west extent of the Central Lowland is about 2,000 kilometer, and the plain is drained by two river system in the north, that is River Mackenzie, and in the south, and River Mississippi and River Missouri. And that is why because of these rivers have deposited fertile alluvial soil which help in agriculture. Okay, then next is the Western Cordilleras. Here you can see the Cordilleras. Now, Cordillera is a Spanish word which means a chain of parallel mountain range. They are young fold mountains which run almost parallel to each other. Okay. The western Cordilleras extend from the western side of North America from Alaska. Alaska you can see here till the Panama. Panama is over here. And it is about 6,500 kilometers. They run from north to south. This is north and downward it is south. So the Cordilleras, they run from north to south, means from Alaska to Panama. The Rockies from the easternmost chain of mountain. Here you can see the Rocky Mountains. So these form the easternmost chain of mountain of the western Cordilleras. The other ranges are the Alaska range. Alaska range is over here. It is to the north, and it has the highest peak known as Mount McKinley. And the central part means this part, the middle part. The middle part and the middle part is occupied by the Cascade Range. Cascade Range, you can refer to Google and see where it is, to the Cascade Range, and the southern part is occupied by Sierra Nevada. You can see Sierra Nevada here, and Sierra Madre. Sierra Madre. Intermountain plateaus lies between this region. What are intermountain plateaus means? Intermountain plateaus are the plateaus that is enclosed by mountains on all sides. Means everywhere there will be mountain. Everywhere is surrounded with mountain. They are the Alaska Plateau. Alaska Plateau, it's here. Then Colorado Plateau. Colorado Plateau. Then the Great Basin. Okay. The Great Basin is the largest intermountain plateau of North America. What I told about intermountain. Intermountain means where it will be surrounded by mountains from all the side. And the rivers in these plateaus of North America, here you can see rivers are there. They drain into Great Basin. Great Basin is here. Okay, and not in the ocean. And the Colorado Plateau. The Colorado Plateau comprises soft rocks, and the rivers and its tributaries, they have cut deep valleys with steep sided called canyons. What are canyons? Canyons are long deep valley formed in the area of soft rocks. Now the Grand Canyon of Colorado, here Grand Canyon is there of Colorado, you see. Okay, the Grand Canyon of Colorado is the deepest of its kind. It is about 446 kilometer long, 1600 meter deep, and 6 to 29 kilometer wide. And in the Cordilleras, move to page 112. Here you can see some figures are given. In figure 6.1 you see this is Mount McKinley and Wonder Lake Denali National Park of Alaska. Then the Great Canyon of Colorado. Okay. Then Mount Kanaga is an active volcano in Alaska. Then next one is the Old Faithful, a geyser in Yellowstone Park. So this the Old Faithful is the most famous geyser Geyser means a fountain of hot water. You can see from here hot water are coming out. It is situated in the world famous Yellowstone National, and the Great Canyon of Colorado is world famous. It is the largest canyon. Cordilleras have a number of active volcanoes and hot springs in the north. Here you can see in the picture of volcano. These volcanoes are part of Pacific Ring of Fire which surrounds the Pacific Ocean. Example, Mount Kanaga in Alaska. So this is all about the chapters. So with this we come to the end of the chapter. Thank you all.